Welcome to Redhound Football. This is Redhound Football brought to you by Redhound Productions. Randy McCart along with son Josh for this 10th and final game of the 2012 regular season. So Redhounds come through the Spirit line onto the field.
Senior night.
It is. It's senior night. It's Hall of Fame night. And the Redhounds taking on the Harlan Green Dragons. It's Harlan Independent tonight. And Josh, I don't think at first, as the season began, I didn't think we'd be sitting here in this final game and the Redhounds needing a victory to break even on this season. It'd be a 5-5 season for the Redhounds if they can win here tonight.
Yeah, I think no doubt. Any way you cut it, I don't think I'm out of line saying this has been a disappointing season to this point. Redhounds come out looking strong. Big win over George Rogers Park. And, you know, we played good in some games early on and really felt like we should have picked up a few more W's on this season than we did after the way we showed, especially against Danville. But the offense continued to sputter, and it's been the same old story all year long. But the Redhounds managed to go 2-2 in district. Of course, we'll go on the road next week to face LaRue County, first round of the state playoffs. But tonight we got the Harlan Green Dragons. They're looking to go 6-4 on this season while we try to get to the 5-5 mark at 500.
Well, you know, and this is something that we've not discussed, or I'll say I've not discussed with you, because a lot of times, you know, we talk about things, you know, a lot of times before I'll say something, you know, but I'm going to say this. I'm going to say that, you know, you mentioned that, you know, played some tough games there early, and this team had lost several games by a touchdown. I forget now because the wheels came off. But,
yeah.
You know, Josh, it just seemed like it was building towards Bell County, and Bell County was the make-or-break game, and it was a complete collapse as that ball goes through the hands of Matt Jewell at about the 10, and he gets his hands back on it, and now he's out. Still on his feet, and he fights his way back out to the 15, I think.
He saves a little bit there.
Flag right here.
I believe that's going to be on the Redhounds. Right there toward the end. Yeah, Tate's Creek, 7 points, 21-14. Danville, 28-14. Lexington Christian, 21-14. Several games that we let slip through our hands, and all it came down to was offensive production. And the majority of it was we had the ball late in the game and couldn't get in the end zone. And it's been that story all year long of not getting in the end zone. We've had the opportunities. We've had the offensive production. We just no production in the red zone.
Well, the penalty, a personal foul, puts it back at the 6-yard line for the Redhounds. That was Hunter Grubb, number 5, the senior. And I'll be honest with you, Josh, that was just typical of what the season's been like. You know, I mean, he's a senior, and it's just very disappointing that you've got.
It's senior night. You need to come out here and play your best game here. Your last home game. This is it for these seniors. Last time you'll play on Campbell Field. They'll be on the road inevitably until the season ends. And to have a personal foul, first play of the game is just not the way you want to start a game off. And I tell you what, this is a very winnable game for the Harlan Dragons as they come in here tonight.
Oh, sure. I think this is an even Steven game here. But look, that penalty, that's the same thing that's been happening all year. Undisciplined. And I don't think anybody could argue with me on that. The penalties.
Fumble.
Yeah, he's down.
They called him down.
But the penalties that we've had, and it's just undisciplined play.
Yeah.
And it's the most disturbing thing about it is out of your seniors. And that's why this football team is sitting here fighting to break even tonight and got embarrassed by Bell County. That's part of it.
Yep. Yeah, and it was that 34-0 a few weeks ago right here at Campbell Field. But it has just been one of them seasons where you know you just got to pick yourself up on Fridays and try to make your way over here and hope for the best. We're not saying the Redhounds don't have any fight in them, but it seems like when they get things going their way, they just hurt themselves. And that one's incomplete. Attempt was thrown to Josh Jewell, so it'll be 4th down. Ball at the Redhounds' own 12-yard line. But I think that, you know, the biggest thing we've seen all year long, we've talked about penalties, and it seems like it's always, for the most part, it's been right across the line. And it's been very preventable things, false starts, And a lot of defensive encroachments, hurting yourself, putting yourself in 1st and 15, and giving the opponent that easy 1st and 5.
Yeah.
The longer that offense can stay on the field, the defense is the one that's going to wear down. The offense never wears down. That's never talked about. The offense is never the one that's going to wear down. Because the offense has momentum, they're pushing you back. They don't wear down. The defense wear down, and that's how we've lost most of our games.
At the 45-yard line, Corey Taylor's punt. That's where the Green Dragons take over an excellent field position.
Yeah, and that would have been a better punt. He hit two of his players right in the back.
The pass, the incomplete pass, and therein is another big problem that this Corbin football team has not been able to overcome this year. Yeah. There is no passing attack.
0. Well, we're going to see a passing attack right here.
Yeah, they're capable of throwing the ball.
I believe his name's Saragas is back. Is the quarterback for the Green Dragons. We saw them last year when we played over in Harlan. Very good quarterback in the pocket.
He's out for about, he'd be close to a first down.
Yeah, and they're already in Redhound territory at the start of the drive.
Maybe a yard shy. 9-yard pickup on the first down for the Green Dragons. We're 9:52 mark now. We're in the first quarter. Harlan Green Dragons and the Corbin Redhounds. Redhounds go to LaRue County next week to start the playoffs. Bounces off tackle, and he picks up first down yardage.
Flag, that's probably going to be a face mask. It's probably add on another 15 here.
Personal foul, face mask.
Yep.
And I tell you, Josh, it's just, anybody that will be listening to us, I mean, I'm already starting off aggravated.
Hard not to be. But we played 2.5 minutes and had two 15-yard penalties. You can't win ball games.
We're game 10.
You cannot win ball games. You've given Harlan 30 yards to start this game.
Here's something that I'm hard-pressed to see any improvement in this football team.
That's a live ball. The officials are wrong on that. He threw the ball backwards. That's a fumble. That was most definitely a backwards pass, but nonetheless, don't know if we would have got the ball there. It'd be 2nd and 10.
But would you agree with that statement? Hard-pressed to find any improvement in this football team?
No, I can agree with you because I tell you what, the defense was the best, I believe, at the beginning of the season. Not saying that the defense has let off any, but that defense was stone cold at the beginning of the season.
They weren't very good.
They kept us in every ball game we played. And really, the only ball game they did not keep us in was the Bell County game. And, there was a lot of offensive turnovers that hurt us in that Bell County game. We was looking for offensive improvement, and it never came together like you would hope for playing this last game of the year.
He's inside the 20 for a few yards.
Yeah, it's a short gain. So it's 4th down. Ball at about the 18-yard line. Dragons will go for it. Looks like they got 8 to go for the first down. Takes the handoff. Big pressure. Nowhere to go with it. Throws it away.
They're going to call him for,
I don't know what that.
Yeah?
Yeah, intentional grounding. So.
Good pressure from the Corbin defense. And, when I say that there's been, hard pressed to find the improvement, and you mentioned the defense, how well it's played. And that's the thing. The defense has played well from the beginning. And, there's areas they could improve in. So that's – but the offense
I'm not saying they were perfect, but the defense has – every game – the game's been winnable because of the defense. You cannot convince me that there was only one game that we wasn't going to win, and it was Bell County. They were hands down the better team in that one, and they deserved to win.
Yeah.
This guy's a pink mohawk on the sideline.
That is the thing. The two games that we lost that I think were the measuring stick for this football team out of the whole season, Josh.
Yep.
It was those two big district games. those are the ones you measure your team by because those were your best opponents.
Yeah, and what's so disappointing about that is they were both at home.
And we could have. The Wayne County game, as you said, was very winnable.
26-23.
But then the Bell County game just absolutely fell apart.
And Bell County is 8-1, and they're on the road tonight playing the Harlan County Black Bears. Very good possibility. I believe they'll be 9-1 after tonight. I think they'll beat Harlan County.
They're a good football team.
Because I think they're still better than Knox Central.
But
and Knox Central would beat Harlan County. But either way, that's an 8 or 9 win football team. They may make a run at the state championship.
They very well could.
Because that's a team that lost their first game of the year to, I believe, Lafayette out of Lexington. I believe who beat them. So
against the Redhounds. Backs them up for a 1st and 15 is an illegal procedure, Josh.
First time. I don't know how long you would have to go back to find the Redhounds finishing outside of the top 2 in a district. As you know, for years and years and years, we won our districts, and you can say they were weak, but we had years when we played good Russell County teams, we played good Wayne County teams, we played good Taylor County teams. Some people may not remember that. I remember that district. I was around for that district in 02 and 03. Adair County, Casey County was in it back then. It was in a much bigger district. But Russell County, you look at Russell County now, they're a top-notch program.
Yeah.
They're a very, very strong 4A, and they're 9-0 right now. But, we used to play against some teams and beat them year in and year out.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't always 10-win, 11-win teams. It was just
right.
Throughout the year, you play these Louisville teams, these Northern Kentucky teams, these big mountain schools, and I don't know what they're
trying to figure out what the deal is here.
Meeting over there.
3 referees over there talking to the Corbin coaching staff, and I don't know.
But the most bothersome thing to me is it is eerily quiet here for the last home game of the year.
Well, the stands,
and we do not have full stands.
They're not. I'd say they're half full. If you pressed all them people together, I think you'd have half full. And it's senior night.
Yeah.
And Hall of Fame night. And, that usually draws people. And you think there's probably some people sitting over there for those events that don't usually come now.
Yeah.
That, my neighbor's son's a senior, and and whatever.
Yeah.
So that's brought some people in. Imagine if they weren't here.
Yeah, it's I don't.
Now they have moved the ball back.
And I don't. What was the penalty originally?
It was illegal
procedure. So maybe they marked off too much, or
he's not done. Now what's he done? This don't give you much confidence in this officiating crew. If they'd have been quick with what they was doing, then you'd say, well, they were corrected it and they moved on.
Yeah.
But there seems to be a lot of indecision and uncertainty with this officiating crew.
Okay, so it will be 1st and 15. They give us 5 yards, but
They take it back.
Well, they moved our field position forward, but we have the same results, 1st and 15. And I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. I could care less. It's 5 yards. Pretend you know what you're doing. Start the play and let's go.
8-minute mark, first quarter.
That's Waddle in shotgun.
And in motion was Jewell, and he can't catch that corner. That's
Waddle should have kept that one. Waddle had all the room in the world. They followed Jewell. Short gain, 2nd and long. 7:48 mark. First quarter scoreless here at Campbell Field. Redhound football brought to you by Redhound Productions.
I believe I'd run that a few times and then I'd have Taylor keep it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, set it up a little bit, but I don't know if they have to set it. I don't know if Harlan's expecting us to run him or not. Sure didn't look like it.
Second down play. Waddle back to throw. Looking, throwing, and
Hey, it's got to be passing. I mean, the end was a very clean play. The end was a very clean play, but his hands
before
were
that, he was all over him.
Over Josh Gould.
Yep.
And I see a little bump from a Harlan player on the Matt Jewell. And we've got a terrible officiating crew. We know that already. So hopefully they don't lose control of this thing.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say. They could lose control of this real quick.
I have no confidence in this officiating crew, though. So.
I don't know why there would be any bumping going on, anything like that with this team.
No.
But
Harlan and Corbin, there's not a lot of.
Maybe it's not football history anyhow. Not any recent. He's looking, he's throwing, and he's incomplete.
Behind the receiver, Josh Jewell intended. Redhounds with another 3 and out. Did we get a first down?
I don't believe we did.
I don't know if we did or not.
So they'll punt it again. Redhounds just continue to struggle.
Check out the Twitter, see what we got going on in the mountains tonight. You folks at home, all this will be done already, but I'd like to know how things are going over in Harlan County.
Corey Taylor, he boots it and
get out of the way, boys. Good punt.
Yeah, it takes a good Corbin bounce and put them down inside the 40. First and 10 for the Green Dragons down there.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing on here that matters to us. Breathitt County's beating Clay County 8-0. That's the closest we got.
Out of the shotgun, first and 10.
A little shuffle. That's a little Brett Favre.
He got first down yardage.
Now Austin O'Neill forces him out of bounds. He better watch it. There was a little push off.
Yeah, he did. He
Once
pushed.
he was out of, he didn't knock him down, but he pushed him off.
He sure did.
These,
That'll get you a penalty
every time. And I wish sometimes they would put a coach over here with us that wasn't talking to anybody else, didn't have a headset, and just watched how these kids acted on the field.
Yeah, I don't think they see
because
some of this.
They're missing a lot of what we're seeing. I know especially if they go back and they watch this tape and they hear what we're saying, they're like, wow, I didn't see that at all.
Well,
we got a good view over here, and
they may watch it. I don't know, but the tape they do watch, we know, is on the other side of the field. Kai Jackson bringing the heat, and that could have been intercepted, I think.
That was
Lyford, number 58.
It was.
And defense right there looking good again. Kai Jackson. I like Kai.
Yeah.
I like him out there. When he blitzes, man, he brings some heat.
Yeah, he is.
He can disrupt things, can't he?
He can be lightning for this Redhound defense, and he's brought it several times this year. A big spark. He keeps it. Powers takes him down. He's going to get about 6 or 7 yards on that, though, so it'll be 3rd and short. Generous spot by the official. I believe they gave him at least a yard. That's about where the slide ended. Nonetheless, it'll be 3rd and short. Ball at the Redhound 42-yard line. Defense better tighten up right here. That quarterback showed his ability to run.
Need a couple here. From the 42.
He's got one back behind him. He bumps to the outside, and he has first down yardage easily.
Out to the 35, and it'll be 1st and 10, Harlan. And what they're doing, Josh, is making me hungry to see the Redhounds do that. We can't even do that.
Yeah.
Our offense has been so inept. I mean, it's sparse what we've seen, a drive like that where we just can run the football and get some positive yardage. I mean, our offense.
Well, we're lethargic. We hardly have hardly have a pulse when we're on the field on offense, and You look at the scores. I think we put up 57. I think it was 57 to 14 last week over at Casey County. Of course, we won at that ball game. Redhounds won, and we assumed they would win big, and that's why we didn't drive to Liberty on a Friday night. But we had 57 over there. It had 64 against McCreary County. Them teams probably are in the bottom quarter or bottom 10th percent in the state.
Yes. In
points allowed on defense this year. That is not impressive to me.
Oh,
that does not impress me. That does not make me smile. That I don't care what you do to McCreary County or Casey County. It's when you only put 35 on the board against a South Law team that's miserable. When you come out here and you're playing Harlan, I ain't saying Harlan's not a good football team. But we could score on Harlan and right through the hands of O'Neal. Another opportunity goes to the byway.
What we got going on?
And now we've got some chippiness.
I was looking downfield and at that, and I heard, hey.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Grigsby.
Coach's parents teach you any better.
Well,
I don't know what it was.
I don't know what these parents are seeing, and they get upset, and they get upset on the other side. But I've seen it both ways so far.
Well,
people bumping into each other after the plays, and
by the fourth quarter, there's going to be a lot of that going on the way they're officiating.
Don't your parents treat you any better? This is high school football. You don't want to see your boy get hit. Don't let him play football.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they're down to the 31.
Well, they got the fans on their feet, but that was a gain of 6 yards, so still third and long.
Third and, 8?
But back to the offense, it's just, well, the shutout against Bell County really showed it. I mean, that's the best team we've played this year. We know that. I think they're better than Danville. We scored on Danville. We scored 21 points on Danville.
Timeout, Harlan. 4:40 mark. We'll take the timeout. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. This is Redhound football. Brought to you by Redhound Productions. And third down and 8 play now for Harlan.
Sargus going under center, maybe. Maybe the pistol. He's under.
Snap.
Quick snap.
Dropped it. Incomplete. So we'll bring up 4th and 8 now.
Well,
and you're in 4 down territory. I doubt if they've got the kicker. So
yeah, and there's no need to punt. I mean, if you punt it, at best, the swing is 12 yards because if it don't go in the end zone, it might be at the 1, and it's 31-yard punter. It goes in the end zone, it's 20, so it's 11 yards. So
yeah,
go for it.
Well, he's looking, and he's got good protection. He's got the room to run.
First down.
First down yardage. First and 10, Harlan, marching towards the end zone. 4:27 mark.
This defense, our defense just looks. I'm not gonna say they look slow. They just look confused out there.
Snap, pitch.
They've really got a fast tempo going right now. Hey, this is like a South Law-esque offense, getting the way they're trying to get on the line and get these plays off. And that's never easy to deal with. Defense gets a breather here. But I like the offensive coordinator's game plan, right? I mean, they're mixing the pass and the run together very good. And they're attacking our corners, and that's where we lack speed.
Second down play. Nothing doing that.
They threw a flag.
Now, Josh, I had a bird's eye view on that. I think you did too.
I saw no penalties.
I didn't see nothing down there on the line. Well, it was something out of my view.
Hey, he threw it right in the middle. Are you serious?
What do you call a person? Who do you call a person on there?
He called a face mask.
A face mask?
That was helmet there. I mean, he just lit him up right in the middle.
I didn't see nothing that time. Coach Steve Jewell talking to the referee over there.
I'd be talking to the referee too.
I really don't.
That is another horrible call tonight. It's went both ways.
Well, this threw.
But I think what that flag right there was for was I guess try to get a grip back on this because they've lost control of this game already. We've already seen one scuffle break out, and we're still got 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
I think the White Hat might actually understand how bad a job they're doing because Steve Jewell's still standing right there where it's 20-yard line.
Jewell calls timeout,
and he's still wanting to talk to him.
Yeah, and that's why he took that time out to talk to him and say, "Hey, listen, these knuckleheads you have out here are throwing flags and don't even know." There was no face mask.
No.
The kid went straight back when he got hit. There was no way there was a face mask.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I mean, down there in the pile, I saw a Redhound after the whistle blew. I
drove through the ground.
Sort of push.
Yeah.
But I didn't see anything like that, like a face mask or anything.
Well, we're not up here to complain and whine about the refs. We're Corbin fans. We want Corbin to win, but fair is fair. Well, I could care less. If we lose, I assure you, we lose not because of the officials.
Oh yeah.
But bad officiating can draw games out.
What I will do though is I will ride the referees hard if they're doing a bad job. Because
I've seen good ones, I've seen bad ones.
Anybody that would watch us and listen to this, maybe they were wondering over there. Well, if you're watching this and you were sitting in the stands wondering, were they doing that bad? Yeah, they're doing that bad a job officiating.
Well, I think we got one of the best unobstructed views you can have here at Campbell Field, and we don't have any distractions. We're right on action, right on the ball the entire time. And yes, I'm going to critique the officials every night. It's frustrating. There's no way there's been 6 penalties in this first quarter, and I know there's been that many already called.
Yeah.
I mean, the old saying goes, you could call holding every play if you wanted to.
And you know what? Here's the thing. If you're going to call it one way, call it both ways.
Right up the middle.
He's inside the 5, I think.
Who was it on the stop for the Hounds? It was number... It was number something, too. Who we got out there with the 2?
On the tackle?
Yep.
I'm looking.
I can't find him. The Redhounds made the stop. 2nd and goal. Hard count. No jump, right up the middle. He stood up. He gained. Looked like he probably gained half.
Looks like he's down to the 1.
Yep.
Looking at this official on this side.
But he is short. So it'll be 3rd and goal. 2:49 remaining. First quarter. Scoreless. Long first quarter. It's 8 o'clock. We've been here watching this fiasco for 30 minutes now.
And still got 2 minutes to go.
He didn't get in.
No.
He did not get in. Defense holds. 4th and goal. He may have got 5-6 inches there.
This defense has made some goal line stands this year. Back at the start of the season.
Goal line stands this year.
In the season opener, I think they had a couple of series where it was 1st and goal.
Well, I take this defensive side more times than not if it's 4th and an inch. They've been that good this year. We'll see how it turns out this time. Right up the middle.
He didn't get it.
I don't think he got it. I do not think he got it. He did not get it. It'll be 1st down Redhounds. Goal line stand.
That's some good defense.
That's impressive. And that defense has kept us in games.
Here's the bad news, though. Now the offense gets the ball. And
we're not even to the 1 yard line here.
Yeah. And so now what are they going to do? That's the thing.
Well,
as a fan,
I say quarterback sneak, but there's another problem that's haunted us all year, and I hate to bring it up, but I don't believe in any of that jinxing, hocus pocus, any of that crap. We have dropped a lot of snaps.
Oh yeah,
from quarterback to center. So you cross your fingers here and hope that we can sneak it out for a few yards to get some breathing room. And we do. So, it looks like we got close to the 2, maybe 3 yard line. You have enough room now to feel confident to hand the ball off to one of your backs.
Yeah,
you don't throw the ball down here.
Yeah, don't like to talk about that, but there has been so many fumbles. in the exchange.
And, yeah, we're not singling out anybody. You know, I ain't gonna say any names because it has been a group effort. There's been false starts by everybody from every position.
Yes. It's been a team effort.
There's been fumbles. There's been drop passes. I mean, there's been everything.
Jake Coffey to the 5.
Sometimes I wish we were sitting on the other side, though. So it'll be 3rd and 5, ball at the 5. Redhound offense basically on damage control right now. If you get a first down, great. If you don't, get it out of there. That's Joel. He's stuffed. He may not have got back to the line. He may have not gained a yard. Line of scrimmage at best. So it'll be 4th down as we roll under 30 seconds remaining, in the first quarter.
Well, that O-line has just not been able to generate very many holes this year.
Yeah, and this isn't a big defensive line we're facing.
Yeah, look at them.
They're thin. Look at 64. He looks more like a receiver. Yeah, they didn't set the play clock, so they will be able to run this one out, and that's... They want to delay game, that's the officials, though.
The end of the first quarter, no score. We'll be back with second quarter action. This is Redhound football. Taylor. All right, we're back. This is Redhound football, brought to you by Redhound Productions. Randy and Josh McCarg here at Campbell Field. 12th game of the 2012 season. Redhounds fighting to finish at the 5-5 mark, trying to finish 500 here and avoid a losing season. Corey Taylor stands in the end zone to punt and punts away. And it hits at the 35 and bouncing and picked up and dropped.
Question for you. Have you ever seen a losing season at Corbin?
No, not that I can remember. I can't remember one. No. Can you remember one ever? As long as you've been down here? I mean, you've been here as long. Of course, I was watching Corbin football before you came along. But no, I don't.
You look back into the late 90s, and of course, I was here in the early 2000s. No.
And your senior season, that
hadn't even crossed my mind.
That's the worst season. As far as regular season goes, that was the worst season that I remember. It was a 5-5 season.
Yeah, and there's been several 6-win teams.
But most of the teams have been 8 wins or something like that. He's had
that was uncalled for. Kai Jackson did nothing wrong as he was standing up. Number 1 jumped up real fast and threw his elbow back. I'd have to jack somebody right in the mouth if they were acting like that out there. And that's what's going to happen if they don't cool it. This is the officials.
He's still on his feet, and now he's dropped.
And I don't know why there's so much
pushing and shoving and
anger and hatred out on the field.
Let me address this now, because we made mention of that, and we was talking about your 5-5 team. Let me make this perfectly clear. I was talking to somebody this week and was talking about that, and I don't know. I don't think it was you. I think it was somebody else. But the fact is, though, that team of your senior season was 5-5, but they started out 0-5, won 5 games in a row, won their district undefeated. Woo! Big tackle right there by
46.
I can't pick up the name.
Is that Dalton Anderson?
Might have been. But that team of yours, your senior season, they were 0-5, started out 0-5, but then you guys won 5 in a row, won your district undefeated, won your first playoff game, and in your second playoff game, I think you went 3 overtimes and lost to the team that played for the state. And so,
good punt.
Saying that,
go to the 15. There's the reverse.
And it's not Well, he bounces off one, but then he's taken down. But look, that your team, your senior season, won 6 games in a row to finish out, and almost a 7th, should have maybe 7th.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys were going in a completely, totally different direction. From the start of the season to the end of the season, you guys had improved. Every how you want to cut it up, 100%, 1,000%. Whereas this team, like we said, Bell County lost there a couple weeks ago, struggling out here tonight. This team is going backwards, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're sort of putting along, and I just, I don't know, man. It's just
there's another
false start. I just don't see anything out of any of these kids out there that says leader.
Well,
and I just don't see that fire in their eyes. And I'm not being serious. I don't look in their eyes. We're sitting up here, but you just don't see that excitement. Well, you see it some on defense, but you don't see these kids picking each other up out there on offense. You don't see them, good job, patting their tails, getting out there and getting excited. They just don't look like they're having that much fun.
Right up the middle.
It's Copic.
Copic finally breaks one.
And he got hit late. He was on the ground when he got hit.
He's at the 38, I think the 38-yard line, so it'll be first 10 Redhounds.
But yeah, that's the thing that one of the things that bothered me about this team all year long. They just do not look excited to be playing this game.
You said leader, and we've talked about that, and I know that I made the comment. That this senior class, there's not really been a lot of leadership.
No, well, there's one out there, and he is in such a different position than anybody else that it's probably, how much can I do? What can I do without people saying, well, I'm the coach's son?
Yeah.
And Matt Jewell, hands down.
Yeah. And let me clarify, because I know everybody, we got to be delicate. What we talk about, because people will get their feelings hurt, But the fact is overall when I'm talking about the whole unit of seniors. I'm not saying there aren't some leaders, some guys there that's doing the thing and trying to lead, but that is not a strong group of leaders there. You've got some leaders, but you've got some that's been more of a liability.
Right up the middle.
And I'm talking about...
That's Nance on the carry.
There are things that you have to do. There's reasons why that in the 10th game of the season that you're still making these mistakes.
Yeah.
Because evidently there's some that... I said it before and I'll say it again, Josh. I know I made this statement once, and I'll say it again. I watch them play, and I feel like some of these kids are satisfied just to be wearing the jersey and be out there.
It could be. Scoreless game, 8:45 remaining in the second quarter. Redhounds and the Harlan Green Dragons. That's Nance on the carry again.
Nice run there.
For another Redhound first down, and the Redhounds cross into Harlan territory for the first time tonight. And got a decent little drive going here after starting at their own 15-yard line.
The line starting to generate some movement.
Yeah, they're...
what a difference it makes.
The offense has been... we've not been in reverse tonight. We've been stagnant. Very stagnant. Just to pop the dust.
Bounces, and then he...
and that's all it takes sometimes. A few 3-4 yard runs can get you going.
I'd like to see him bounce that one outside.
But I'm still looking out here, and I just see some guys. All right.
But he gets some positive yardage there.
We gained 6 yards. Let's go back to the huddle. What are we going to run now? I don't know. But we have fun doing this, and we don't want you to think that we hate Corbin football, because we don't. We love it. There's a reason why we sit here and do this every week.
Matt Jewell got a little bit of hold, and he hits a wall.
People probably think we're too hard on the boys, but I was one of the boys. And, sometimes you just need to hear the truth. But somebody don't stand up fast, these boys are going to be hanging them up for the last time. And this is it. I don't know if it's crossed their mind yet. I'm sure it has. Last time we'll see this team on Campbell Field in 2012.
Well, here's the thing, and this is what makes you wonder, is as seniors individually,
First down.
This is what this is their legacy. This 2012 season. This is the legacy that they have.
Yeah. Sure. We had a good 2011, a good 2010. They weren't seniors though.
And Josh, you can be 5-5 and have a good legacy. I feel like I have talked to a few people over the years, and especially after that season, your senior season, and you guys had left a great legacy for a 6-6 football team.
Yeah.
Because the people that know football is another false start. I believe that was Engel. People that know football, they watched you, and they said, this football team, these kids, these seniors, they played hard, and they gave it everything they had, and they made themselves a good football team.
Yeah, well, that was the biggest thing. We never quit.
Never did quit.
And nobody can tell us we ever quit. Like, it can't be questioned. I mean, we started 0-5, like you said, and we won 6 in a row.
Yep. And lost a heartbreaker in number 7. So yeah, you guys, and I said that to say this is Hunter Grubb is hit at the 30 and down to the 22. Nice play there for the Redhounds as the Redhounds are continuing to move the ball, trying to march down into the end zone. I said that you could be a 5-5 team and have that legacy of being a Redhound football team.
Yep.
I think if a team's going to be 5-5, 6-6, and be associated with Redhound pride, you guys did it, and that's what you should be striving for, right?
Yep.
That never quit, never say can't. As Waddle turns and hands it off to Matt Jewell.
You're talking about somebody who runs hard all the time.
I would so love to see him get a crease that he could take it to the house. I'd just love to see him get that. And Matt, I mean, you can't help, but think of Matt as you was coming up. Matt, the big age difference, and and he was
in that locker room every day.
He
lives Corbin football.
Brought up on this, yes. And you know what it means to him is he may go to the house this time. He's in there.
Touchdown
Redhounds. 19-yard touchdown run for the senior Matt Jewell, and I'm so glad to see him get in there.
And I just heard one of the fans over here say a minute ago, "Go home, number 7." He just went to the house.
He's a good kid. Never heard anything bad about Matt.
And I don't know much about Harlan, but I think he's probably the best athlete on the field right now.
We don't question Matt Jewell's heart or his work ethic, what it means to him. And not saying that anybody else don't have that either.
No.
But we know Matt does.
Well,
because he's grew up on it.
I ain't trying to be soft on him because he is, but it's harder. It's harder. When you're the coach's son, it's harder.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to say this and that, but I back him 110%. Don't have a bad thing to say about him when it comes to strapping up on Friday night.
Kicks good at 7-0 Redhounds. We'll just keep it here, and I'll defend Matt. Now, I've heard people say, coach's son. Hey, I'll tell any of them.
Yeah, I don't believe that's the case. I believe you put him anywhere else in this Tri-County, he's going to start.
If there's nothing else, Josh, he's the strongest kid on that football team. Yep. And that's where it starts.
Yep.
You've got to be strong to play this game. And it's not just that. It's his attitude. You can watch him play one quarter of football, and you'll want him on your football team because he's got the motor, he's got the heart, and he's got the instinct for it. And so... yeah, I would never listen to that garbage.
Yep.
I don't know all those seniors, but, Cody Deaton is another guy, Josh, that we know he has overcome some injuries.
Yep.
And Cody Deaton has a heart. I know that because I know him. And,
oh, man. Redhound ball.
Redhounds have it.
And that wasn't even an onside kick.
No.
Taylor kicks like that all the time. It just hit that guy right in the foot as he was backing up.
Huge turn for the Redhounds.
Wow.
So the Redhounds have it, 1st and 10. Josh Jewell, another one. We're going to miss him too.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of seniors out there. You know, I don't know all their names. Grigsby?
Yeah. Copic. He's going to throw it. And he's got Josh Jewell down there and overthrew him a little bit.
Oh, man.
You couldn't ask for.
You couldn't.
Didn't we see him try that once before?
No, we did the quarterback throwback. He threw it back to the quarterback.
Copic threw it, right?
Yeah.
I thought he threw it down. We had seen him throw that downfield once before.
We did. He threw it to
Waddle, yeah. And, man.
One of them was an interception against Wayne County.
Was that one intercepted?
Yeah.
Okay, I know we'd seen that before. Well, that time, he was just...
Well, they tried it twice in that game, and he overthrew him the first time. That right there.
He was real close on that one.
That was a perfect ball. I mean...
just a little out of reach.
Yeah.
So, 2nd and 10. I like the idea. Snap, hand off, and down to the 45 is Copic.
I like that idea better because we just pushed Harlan around on an 85-yard drive. Come out, just keep smacking them in the mouth. This defense is tired now. They was just out there, just drove down the field on and scored, and we got the ball back immediately. Just shove it down their throat.
Well,
you get tired being out there for long stretches.
I agree with you. I mean, we do. They need to just run the ball and.
Now I like,
but I do like that play call.
There, but didn't work. Line up, keep on moving.
Yep. Both of the Jewel boys over here to the near side.
3rd and 8.
Josh and Matt. Waddle back to throw. Good protection and complete for a first
down.
They got something.
No, he had it.
Yeah,
he had the ball.
I thought he did.
He turned completely around and stretched out when he
and it'll be first down rest. Well, I was afraid he was gonna.
Well, the rule is, as defined by NCAA, a football move.
The ground can't cause a fumble, can it?
No. It can cause an incompletion, but he had the ball tucked in and made a football move.
It was complete.
What'd they just say? I think they just said something significant about Josh Jewell on that reception.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't hear it.
He may be the all-time leading receiver.
It very well could be.
After that 74 reception season last year.
Jewell, nice cut, gets a couple. Well, and that, we're talking, and again now, and I apologize up front. We don't know all these boys personally, and the ones that don't handle the ball, because I really don't know Josh and Matt, to talk to them much or anything, but
and I don't either. I was around them when they was 8, 9, 10 years old. They were little boys.
We watched them play though, and they handle the ball, and so that's why they get a little more notoriety. But Josh Jewell has been such a good receiver. I said it before, if you remember. I'll say it again. I think he's maybe the best one I've ever seen down here for catching the ball.
Well, he's the best one I've ever seen catch the ball at the high school level, period.
I
ain't been to a lot of games away from Corbin, but I have seen a lot of teams play when I've been on the field, when I've not been on the field, and he's by far got the best hands. I mean, if you give him a ball that he can dive to, reach to, I mean, he's going to catch it.
Yeah, if it's catchable.
Especially for such a small stature. Yeah. He's not a big receiver. Corbin's never really had that typical big receiver, We've never had that 6'1", 6'2" guy out there that's a burner. But he's been a good fit in this offense, and he's usually good for 15 yards.
Taylor Waddle hands it off, and that is Copic lowering his head and shoulder.
First down.
Yeah, I believe he's got a first down. Well, yeah, that's the thing, man. He is money. He's money. Mm-hmm. If you're going to bet on it, you better take him catching the ball. We've talked about it before. He's not the guy that's going to break loose and have these big, long touchdown runs. He's not that guy. But he is the guy that when you put it where he can, anywhere close to him, he will snag it.
They're going to measure. Corbin, there's 2 minutes left in this second quarter. Corbin's had the ball almost the entire second quarter.
Yeah, the offense is finally having some success.
It's going to be a first down.
So, 1st and 10 Redhounds. Be at the 20. Of course, Hall of Fame event is this weekend. They'll have the Hall of Fame introductions here at halftime.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about all of them. I know
BJ Foley.
Jeff Adams.
One of the, our Mondo Sama, I believe. Yeah. And there's another Sama, Mike Sama, maybe? Is there a Mike Sama? What's his name? I just looked it up. I know the 52 basketball team is going in.
Matt Jewell off the right side. Picks up about 5. Ball's at the 25. I think I had said 20. It's about the 25.
BJ, of course, is going to be the athlete that most people remember of recent. I believe I read in the paper he was a Mr. Baseball finalist junior and senior year.
Well, he held.
And he threw, as a quarterback for the Redhounds, he was 55 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. That's pretty good numbers.
Yeah, BJ, as this handoff goes to Copic, and he barrels down to the 10-yard line. It's going to be 11, 1st and 10 for the Redhounds. We're at the 1 minute mark, 1:05, so the Redhounds have to use this time wisely. Need to get in the end zone.
Well, it took them a quarter, but they've got it going now, and hopefully they continue throughout the game because you really need to get feeling good about yourself going into the playoffs, especially going on the road. They're going to be playing a higher-seeded team in LaRue County, be a 2-seed out of their district.
Timeout, Harlan. BJ held for a long time. I think he don't hold it now, I don't think, but he did hold, I believe it was the triples, or doubles or triples. He held state record. So, yeah, he's a heck of a baseball player.
Yeah, he went
Let's take a break here real quick, and we'll be back to finish this half out.
2nd and 4. Redhounds can get a first down here. Ball at the 5-yard line.
49 seconds on the clock.
Redhounds trying to go up by 2 touchdowns here to end the first half. 7-0 over the Harlan Green Dragons. That's Copic. He didn't get him. The end timeout Redhounds. And I was wondering what they're doing, but they're making sure they got plenty of time here to run the plays they need to run.
I guess we'll just keep it right here.
Redhounds received to start the game, so Harlan will get the ball to begin the second half. Or they get the ball, that kickoff still blows my mind. Taylor was not kicking a real onside kick. That's just the sort of squib kick that the Redhounds have got used to over the years, and just took a wild bounce, and it went right off the boot of one of the Harlan men right across that front line. And
worked out good for the Redhounds.
Yeah. And we've had the ball the entire second quarter. They're going to measure here. Now with measuring, should they not give the Redhounds their timeout back?
They get the first down. So it would be huge for the Redhounds to put this one in the end zone. They have to kick to start the second half, of course. So let's see what we got. .42 seconds left.
Wishbone backfield.
Nope, won't get there. Well, I didn't have much confidence in that. And I just tell you for one reason. More often than not, our line is not firing off the ball enough to get that yard. Second time is in. Jake Copic takes it in off right tackle, and it is 13-0.
And there's a late flag.
What's that flag for? That shouldn't affect the touchdown.
No.
personal foul on the Redhounds. What was that? So the touchdown is on the board. All that's going to do is back them up on this extra point, right?
No, it'll be on the kickoff.
On the kickoff?
Yeah.
So, did you see anything? I was watching it. I didn't
Where he
see.
threw the flag at, I only saw Harlan players.
I don't really know what they're doing. I don't think they know what they're doing as far as officiating their crew is concerned. Don't think they even know. Snaps down, and he's got the leg. Corey Taylor with the kick. 14-0 Redhounds. We'll just keep it right here, Taylor. If you can hear me way down there, we'll just roll. And we'll stay right here for the final 21 seconds. They'll kick it off here in a minute, and we'll just keep with it. You know, the Hall of Fame, I don't know how many high schools have anything like that. I think that's a good thing, though. You know, for all the kids that play athletics here at Corbin. And, you know, and the thing I like, it's all sports.
Yeah.
And if you're on a team that does well, that team gets recognized, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's like Armando Simon, who's going in. He started the soccer program at Corbin.
Yeah.
He brought soccer here. And there's another lady going, I cannot remember her name.
She's a Taylor.
Is it Carol Taylor? You talking about the one? Well, there's a basketball player that's a Taylor, and there's another lady who
is going in.
They said that was like the big key in getting the cheerleading up to par in the area, you know. So they recognize everyone.
At the 41 is where he took that kick, and he was back to the 48, where Harlan had it 1st and 10 with 13 seconds to go. Yeah, that's the thing I like about it. And you know what? There's a lot of kids that won't get individually recognized for that, but you know, if you've done recognizable things, I think it's good. I think it's great, you know, because one day, you know, your kids will be down here and they'll see that, and our grandkids even, you know, and I think it's a good thing that they do. The varsity club with the Redhound Hall of Fame. 13 seconds on the clock. Snap. He's looking to throw. He's got a man wide open at the 49, 45, 40. Out of bounds down there between the 40, 35-yard line someplace.
Yeah, and the Redhounds are sort of playing that prevent defense. Give up yards. It's stats. It doesn't matter.
Just keep them out of the end zone.
Give you a little extra security back there. 6 seconds. 1, maybe 2 plays left. But Harlan will take a timeout here.
Wow, 6 seconds they're going to take a timeout.
Well, they want to get in the end zone. And
well, yeah. I mean, take a shot at it. You know, you're down there.
Quarterback's got the arm to get him there if he can get a receiver.
You're down there sort of close. I mean, with the guy that can throw the ball, close enough to take that shot.
Hadn't thought about it. I wonder how much that Harlan County has affected Harlan Independent as far as athletics go. All the new facilities they have, combining all those other schools that no longer exist, Kaywood, Cumberland, Everett, you know. They have a football team over there. Them teams alone were never nothing, but you put them schools together, and boy, they have had a football team ever since they came about. I believe 2008 was their first year. I would imagine Harlan's a lot like Corbin. People who have the option, you know, usually go to the city school.
Yeah. Well, Harlan is like Corbin. It's an independent school. It's not really a city school. It's an independent school. It's in the city. There's a snap. And quarterback still. Now he looks downfield and he has a receiver. It's 20. But he won't get away. Tanner Powers brings him down. So that's the end of the first half. Redhounds, the offense finally started showing a pulse. You know, that line started coming off that ball a little better, opened some holes. We had some nice plays, and the Redhounds lead at 14-0 at halftime here over Harlan. We'll be back with the second half in a moment. Welcome back. This is Redhound Football, brought to you by Redhound Productions. Randy,
what
Josh
is going on? He just acted like we called a timeout already.
We're here at Campbell Field, and the officials started off just about the way we'd expect. 30, 35, 40, boom. Brought down at the 41. It'll be 1st and 10 right there for the Green Dragons. Well, Josh, first half, the Redhounds offense put together a couple of scoring drives. They lead 14-0 as we start this second half.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard for me. I'm not, this team's looking to win this game to even their record, to keep from having a losing record. They're 4-5, and it's hard to remember that they're going to be in the playoffs next week because they've not looked like a playoff team. But they are in there, and so they need to get some momentum going if they want to have some success. There's a completion to the 50 and down to the Corbin 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st and 10 for the Green Dragons. And they come out throwing and moving the chains.
Yeah, that offense looked a lot better than it has on a while. We had the Casey County, Curry County games. Once again, that's might as well be playing a freshman team. But I believe this is a pretty decent Harlan team we're playing.
Yeah, 1st and 10. There's a completion. Grubb on the coverage and brings him down for a short gain.
Yeah, I believe we'll see a pretty pass-heavy offense here in this second half from Harlan. They ran the ball quite a bit in the first half, and they couldn't get in the end zone. We had a goal line stand, 1-yard line.
They try to run. Coming around this right side.
And one thing we didn't see in that goal line stand, they were inside the 5-yard line, 4 plays, and never once did they throw a little fade or try any type of pass play. And if the Redhounds have a weakness on defense, it's the passing. Our pass defense is our weakness. Not saying we're bad, but
it is our weakest point. And
deep is.
If I had a quarterback, if I had a passing game, a quarterback that could throw it, and the receivers that could catch the ball, I would be attacking.
Mm-hmm. Redhounds look a little confused.
Now what?
That was blue dead.
Going on the Green Dragons. Some procedure. So that'll back them up. This should be about 3rd and 7, I think. Ball back on the 42-yard line of the Redhounds. Yeah, Josh, I'd throw it downfield.
Mm-hmm.
I would. I'd be going downfield, and I'd be attacking. And I thought that they had the quarterback. I don't know about the receiver, but I thought the quarterback was a pretty good passing quarterback.
Got over 1,500 yards on the year.
I tell you what, Kai Jackson was coming in there, but he got hammered.
Yeah.
And that saved the quarterback, and he threw an incompletion, so it's now 4th.
Sargus is holding his left hand, his non-throwing hand. May have taken a hit on the end of the play. He's in pain.
Yeah.
That'd be a big hit to this Green Dragon squad as they get ready for playoffs.
And there's a snap and a punt. Got a lot of air under it. Be Redhound's ball at the 25-yard line. 9:46 mark. 3rd quarter. 14-0 Redhounds, and the Redhounds get the ball for the first time here in the second half. Let's see what they can do. This may be our last broadcast. More than likely is.
Yeah.
But now if the Redhounds was to get in there and start pulling some miracles, we'd probably have to go check it out.
Yeah, we would.
That's Taylor Waddle. He's going under center. 3 backs behind him. He turns and leaves it with Matt Jewell off right tackle. And he goes through the hole. Now he's still on his feet and still on his feet. He's going to take this one. 50, 45, 40, 30, 25, 5. Touchdown, Redhounds. Matt Jewell. And I don't see a flag.
75-yard touchdown.
Well, what did I tell you? In the first half, I told you, I said, I really wanted to see him bust one. And he did. He busted one. And you know what? That wasn't no gimme neither.
No, he broke a lot of tackles.
Yes, he did. So I am happy for him and the Redhounds as they now lead 20-0. And really, haven't we been needing a game? I mean, we're at the last game of the season now, but wasn't we all season long wanting a game like this where we could start maybe getting some confidence?
Yeah.
Offensively. Snaps down and the kick's up and good by Corey Taylor. And the sophomore puts it through the uprights and gives the Redhounds a 21-0 lead here at the 9:31 mark. We're going to take a break and we will be back with the kick in a moment. $21-0 Redhounds as we come back at the 9:31 mark. Matt Jewell on a 75-yard touchdown run here on senior night, and now the ball is on the tee, and that is fielded at the 16, 17-yard line. He's out across the 35. That was Austin O'Neill on the kick for the Redhounds. I don't remember. Do you remember seeing him kick this year?
No.
Yeah, I do not remember seeing him kick the ball. Not a bad kick. 9:24 mark now. The Green Dragons go to work. And Josh Saragas, if we're pronouncing it right, but he's back out there.
Yeah. He looked
but he's
shaking up on that last
play. He's a little
play.
dinged up, I think, that hand.
Yeah.
Let's see if it affects him.
He's really favoring that left hand.
Which he's not under center, so there's snap, handoff, and nothing doing. Tanner Powers in there leading the charge. And it's for a loss. It'd be 2nd and 11.
How big would it be here to get another stop, get that offense on the field, and just, really put the nail in the coffin? This Harlan offense has just not had anything going since the first quarter.
Snap. Well, nothing happening there. Who is that in there? Number 51 for the Redhounds. Is that Cup? Or 61?
Grant Grigsby.
61, Grant Grigsby. Another senior. Third down play, 3rd and 14 now. Ball on the 28. Snap. And he's got nowhere to go. Tanner Powers.
So that'll be 4th and long.
So the Redhound D stepping her up. And the defense, as we've said, played well all year. You can't have any big complaints about the defense.
No.
The only off game they had was the Bell County game. And, Josh, it's got to be hard to be playing defense and with your offense just not able to do much night after night.
Yeah.
Play after play.
Knowing that if you give a play up, that may mean the game.
Yeah.
What a punt.
Finally, inside the 10, Josh Jewell picks it up, and he'll be brought down by a gang of Green
It's a
Dragons.
good thing he picked it up because that thing had already bounced 15 yards and was just getting ready to die when it bounced at about the 8 where Jewell fielded it. But another 3 and out for the Redhound defense. So Corbin rolling right now, 21-0 over the Harlan Green Dragons here at Campbell Field. 7:25 remaining in the third quarter. This is Redhound Productions with Redhound Football.
It's hard to believe this season's already over, though.
Yeah, senior night, man.
Although, we've had some nights here with this football team that seemed like they would never get over. But it's really hard to believe. Regular season is going to be in the books. Taylor Waddle hands off, and
still fighting for every inch. I remember sitting over there in Harlan last year. It was cold. It was rainy, just a nasty night. And this team gave us some fits. I think it was only like 21-6 or something, low scoring affair.
Yep.
But I remember a big rushing attack by the Redhounds with Matthew Chew Taylor and
Brady.
Yeah, not Taylor. Taylor didn't play last year.
Brady Folk.
It was Brady and Joel.
Yeah.
And had a good night running the ball against them. Just low-scoring affair.
This time Waddle keeps, and he won't. Well,
how'd he sneak through there?
He got a few I didn't think he'd get.
He ended up. He's close to a first down. It's only going to be about 3rd and 2? How do you get through there?
3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. I don't know, buddy. I thought he was going to be brought down for no gain, but he did squirt through there and got a few.
The scoreboard's showing 3rd and 4. It don't look that far over here.
No, it looks. I would have think 3 at the most, but he works out of the shotgun again. Jewel in motion, and again, well, I lost the ball that time.
I have no idea who has the ball. I think Jewel's the one who.
And there's some pushing and shoving now.
You gotta love moms.
Yeah, I tell you, moms are so fun, aren't they?
Yeah, they're always taking care of their baby boys.
First down, Redhounds. Dad's sitting there saying, "It's all right, it's all right."
Yeah.
Mom's like, "You knucklehead." Now she's mad at Dad. Because Dad ain't taking up for the baby.
Yep.
Waddle goes under center. Wishbone turns. He's got it. He keeps it. And he catches the corner. Should have first down yardage, shouldn't he?
And there's a flag. I was waiting for the flag to be.
Yeah, you got to have something to slow her down here. Getting a little too fast for the officials, isn't it? Holding? Is that what it's called?
Yep. I don't know how they had enough time to call holding in that fast play, but.
Have we had a worse officiating crew than what we think we've got here tonight this season? They're pretty bad.
This may be one of the bad crews we already saw this year.
They're pretty bad.
We had a bad one here for the Bell County game, and the Bell County boys that was up here with us agreed.
Yeah, it wasn't as visible because we were getting beat so bad.
Yep. It's Waddle working out of the gun. Goes to the right.
He's following his blocker.
Yeah.
That guy's number 54. Is that Henson?
Yeah, Henson leading him through there. Good gain. It'll make it. Yeah, it was about 8 yards right there, so it'll be second and 12. We're under 5 minutes in the third quarter. We ain't on Log Mountain.
But what about I thought you were talking about
No, we weren't. No, we stopped that.
Bell's married. No, I wasn't here that night. I went to my cousin was, Amy was the kid, Pink Rose, got all in trouble. You know, on the front cover, that kind of player number 14, that was my cousin. My whole family plays for that.
That's Waddle. Breaks a big one. Another big gain for the Redhounds on the ground, and they keep on rolling here. First down.
They were bad. They didn't cost us the game, but they were bad. The guy doing the TV for Bell County, he seems like they were.
Bell County, every time it seems like they play Corbin, somehow finds a way to pick the worst stretch in the world. Even when Bell played at home, they brought that stretch in the last season.
Yeah.
They had the worst games of that for both sides.
They were bad. And this
Waddle's in the shotgun. Takes snap, goes to the right, flips it off. That's Jewell to the outside, breaks a tackle. He's out across the 50. And he's marked out of bounds. Looks at the 48-yard line on the far side.
Redhound's moving the ball, Josh.
So it'll be second and short here. Yeah, Redhound's looking real good on the ground right now.
Are they trying to put together a methodical drive?
I think they are. And they're
Downfield?
really just taking the
First,
wheel out of this Harlan defense.
Taylor Waddle had a nice run there.
And they've got to be tired. They've spent the majority of the second and now the third quarter on the field, this Harlan defense.
It's true. Nothing going this time.
Boy, that was Nance. Looks like they're going to give him a yard, so it'll be third and
one.
We'll call it inches. Well, he's got the stick back on this far side of it, but yeah, the ball's right on the line. We'll call it third and one. I like a good running game. Keep the clock rolling.
Yeah. 3:23 mark. Matt Jewell.
He's got a seam. Breaks another tackle.
Still on his feet. Down
across
inside
the
the 30. Nice run.
Give Joel another 18 on the night. And I wish I would have had some stats on his 100-yard games in his career because he's over it again tonight.
I wish that I had brought them stats I had seen yesterday. Usually we depend on Les Dixon in the Corbin or the Times Tribune. He had some stats in there. Josh, would 600 yards sound right for Matt Jewell on the season?
It could be. He's had some nights where he's not had a seam, you know.
Getting some pressure, but he's got a wide open Hunter Grubb. And it is a touchdown, Redhounds. No flags. 27-0 Redhounds. By far the best performance by the offense this season.
There's the cannon.
And we've not heard that very much this year. So 27-0 Redhounds.
So the senior Hunter Grubb puts his mark on his last performance here at Campbell Field.
Now, that was a good throw by Taylor Waddle.
It was, and he was under big pressure, and he took a hit.
And Taylor has struggled with the passing game, but that one looked great.
Yep.
And the kick is good by Corey Taylor, and it goes over the fence out there. 28-0 Redhounds. 2:44 left here in the third quarter. We'll just keep it right here, Josh.
Yeah.
Might as well. We'll keep it, just stay here till the end of the quarter. So at least we've seen the Redhound offense come to life tonight.
Yep. Another good performance out of the defense, and I'm seeing Harlan's quarterback Sergis down here getting a lot of attention on the bench on this near sideline. Harlan's got to be wondering, where's their offense at?
Yeah, just based on Sergis, I thought they would score some points. I'd have never thought they'd be getting shut out here.
No.
At this point.
No, I believe Les picked the Redhounds this week, 35-20, something like that, a couple touchdowns, but no sign of life out of the Harlan offense minus the fourth quarter or the first quarter, They had a few good drives and
I'll give credit to the defense. Redhound defense has played very well tonight.
Yep.
As they have most of the season. So Harlan will receive the kickoff, and again it's Austin O'Neill to kick. And that one's going to hit at the 30 and go out of bounds.
So the Dragons will take over. First and 10 ball at their own 35-yard line. This is really their last opportunity to make a game out of this, bar some crazy turn of events of turnovers or something. I mean,
yeah, if they're going to get back in it, right?
Yeah, they're going to get back in the game. They're going to score right now because that offensive line has become dominant for the Redhounds, and they've put together some long, methodical drives.
Yes, they have.
To really about close the door on this one. Timeout Redhounds. 2:44 remaining in the third quarter. We'll hang out. We ain't got to worry about the battery tonight. And I cannot find a score on that Harlan County-Bell County game. Sports overtime has really let me down tonight. Could care less about Sheldon Clark and Hazard.
Can't get a score because it's such a long ride by Pony Express to get a score out of Harlan.
Yeah, they may. They probably ain't got service over there.
Yeah, I mean, you got to send it out by horseback.
Pineville's beating somebody 18-0 in second quarter. Hazard was up 27-7 on Sheldon Clark in the second. And that's it.
All right, the Redhounds go to work on defense. 2:44 mark. Still pitching a shutout here in the third quarter. And different quarterback in there for Harlan. And that has changed things.
Oh, yeah.
Drastically.
Yeah, it's any time. It's I don't care who you are, how deep you are. It's hard to have a different quarterback out there.
2nd and 8 for Harlan. He comes out, he throws, he hits his receiver at the 40, and he could go the distance.
He will.
Just runs by Austin O'Neill. Hunter Grubb missed tackle up here, and touchdown Green Dragons.
Well, I said they had to score.
Well, I mean, it was a nice pass, but Grubb and Josh Jewell was here and missed the tackle, and then he goes down the sidelines, and O'Neill,
bad angles.
Yeah, I guess.
I remember, I can't tell you how many times in practice we would line up on defense and we would do nothing but run to cones for our angles. I know they practice it, but you practice it all the time. Know your angle.
So, you said it. They had to score right there if they were going to get back in this game. And now, this referee over here is throwing his hand. It's hard to make out what he's doing because he's got his hands thrown both ways. He's thrown a flag.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's against the Redhounds.
He's got tiny hands.
But I'm watching him, and he's got his hands going left and right, and I don't know. I think he's confused.
I think he was doing the Macarena.
Stuffs his sock back in his pocket.
Put him half a yard or a yard closer for this extra point attempt. And it's straight up in the air.
Or just kick straight up?
I don't think it was touched. I think you kicked it straight up in the air.
28-6. Harlan. At the 2:03 mark.
I think it just went straight up in the air. I don't think it was touched. I don't know if anybody could have touched it the way it was kicked.
If we have another break in action after this that's substantial, we will take a break. I said we'd keep it here, and this last 3 minutes is taking 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We don't have that much to say, do we?
No.
So we'll keep it right here for this break, but we will take the next break. Well, let's see how the Redhounds react being up 28-0.
Yeah, you don't take your foot off the gas, that's for sure. Don't let up.
They've not been there this year. What's the biggest lead we've had this year, you think?
Well, 64-0 at McCreary.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, but let's take those and set them to the side.
South Law, I believe we was up 28-0 in that ball game, weren't we?
Were we?
Before they scored.
Yeah, probably was. Well, I keep forgetting, we've only won 4 games, and we played. I know those 3 you just mentioned are really bad football teams.
Yeah.
3 of them, I would say those are probably 3 of the worst. If you look from top to bottom, I bet those 3 are in the bottom 10.
McCreary probably beat the worst team in the state for their only win of the year. That's not County Central. There's the onside kick, and it's not going to make it the 5 yards. So the Redhounds don't even need to touch it. It didn't go 10 yards.
Now, can they take the ball there?
Yeah, it should be our ball right there.
That's what I thought. So, good field position. That backfired.
It wasn't smooth at all. The kicker, I don't know, maybe he should have went a little slower at the start, I guess is what they were wanting there, because he went full speed as if he had forgot what he was doing, and then he just sort of held up and stopped, and that was a dead giveaway. That it was going to be either an onside or an offsides. First and 10 Redhounds, ball at the Harlan 45-yard line. 28-6 is the score from Campbell Field. 2:03 remaining in the third quarter.
45-yard line, first and 10.
Look at this cushion on Josh Jewell over here, man.
There's Matt Jewell in motion. Snap. And it's going to be, is that Kopic?
Yep.
Nice hard run, still on his feet. First down, Redhounds. Flag.
Another flag.
Now, what's that going to be? Is that going to go against Harlan? Some kind of a personal foul? Now, what was that for?
I believe there's a late hit on the far side.
Admittedly, we can't see everything. I mean, we see everything, but
well,
our vision's blocked.
One thing I can say is I heard a crowd reaction before the flag on the
but I didn't.
side. So it was on the other side of the
must have been
pile from us.
The point I'm trying to make, though, is I don't know if I've seen anything that warranted
it's really evident. Yeah.
In any of those calls. And that's about the 4th or 5th time they've thrown a flag for a personal foul.
Yeah, them dead ball fouls.
Yeah. But that one benefits the Redhounds. Down to the 16, maybe?
Clock's rolling. We're under 2 minutes.
First and 10, Redhounds. And
it's Nance.
Does he get the 15? So it would be second down there. Something I've never seen. The Harlan staff, I guess a small staff, and they've got one coach and that's in the box. But he's spending more time out in the bleachers watching.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
I guess he gets a better view there. But I've never seen any coaches leave the press box to take a look. Taylor Waddle. Now he pitches to Matt Jewell.
Yeah, that somebody was going to get pounded. And if I want somebody to take a hard hit, I'd rather it be Matt Jewell because he can take them a little harder than Waddle can.
Loss of, 5 yards? Third down now.
More than 5.
Is it?
We was at the 15, weren't we?
Well, yeah, I guess we were, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't much, 6 or 7.
Yeah.
But it's third and long.
Well,
Redhounds will have to run a play here.
Third and 15, ball on 22.
And this should be the last play of the third quarter. Yes.
What's this? Harlan takes time. We'll take the time out with them, and we'll be back in a minute. 10 seconds left. This will be the last play of the quarter. Third quarter here from Campbell Field. Redhounds leading 28-6. Looking at a third and 15 from the 22-yard line.
Oh, my goodness, and there's a flag. I'm so
What's
tired
this?
of this officiating crew. Yeah, he's calling something on Corbin. Nobody moved. They just called encroachment on the offense, which is not even a penalty. It doesn't exist.
That's against the defense.
It would be offsides. But apparently someone just lined up offsides, and we'll go with it. Encroachment against the offense.
Jeez.
These guys need to go back and coach Pee Wee. Or
referee Pee Wee games.
Yeah. So 3rd and 20.
Grubb goes in motion. Snap. There's pressure, and big play there by the Harlan defense.
And we'll get another play here in the third. If it had been a split second later, him releasing, that would have been a fumble. He just had his arm going forward just enough to send that one in the right direction, and luckily it was not picked off by a Harlan defender. So it'd be 4th and long here. I mean, this is a big play. They won't start with good field position if they hold us, but they keep us out of the end zone and get the ball back. Well, 12 minutes is plenty of time if you can strike again like they did a minute ago.
4th and 20. It's 27. He's back to pass. He's throwing. Incomplete. So the Redhounds will turn it over on downs, and there's still 2 seconds on the clock. Josh, see how they perform with that 28-0 lead. So far?
Well, the defense gave up a touchdown, and the offense drove. They didn't get in the end zone. They had a mysterious penalty down here.
You start backpedaling, though.
Yeah.
So let's see if the defense can come up with the stop. What I was looking for,
see a turnover.
What I'm looking for is, you're ahead 28-0. Keep the foot to the pedal to the metal.
Yeah.
Pour it on.
Don't let off.
That's what you've been wanting to do and needing to do all year, and this is your chance.
Finish the team off.
First down play.
And that's the end of the third.
Finally, the third quarter comes to an end. 28-6 Redhounds. We'll take the break and be back with fourth quarter action. Taylor.
Fourth quarter action. Senior night, Campbell Field. Redhounds on top of the Harlan Green Dragons, 28-6. Trying to close this one out.
Well, that's, do they have the mentality to finish, strong? You got that big lead.
They've not had many games where they've actually had the opportunity to be in this situation. Up, a few scores and shut the door. That's a false start.
Offense, you can't point it to defense if you're moving.
No, defense has to come across, and if you're going to move, you got to do it while they're on your side of the ball.
He can point it at the defense.
So after the penalty, it will be, 2nd and 12? Scoreboard says 15.
No, that's not right.
No, it ain't 15.
Ball on the 25.
We got a Bell County, Harlan County score, 32-20. Harlan County left.
He's moving again.
That's the same. Is that the same guy?
That has to be against Harlan.
Yeah, it is. Is that the same boy?
Same guy, I think.
It's a middle now.
You know
wait on your buddy to go.
You know the count. What are you doing?
I don't know. We could ask our line. I'll pedal up this year too. So 2nd and 17. We've had 2 penalties on Harlan and yet to run a second off of the fourth quarter. Green Dragons try to fight their way back into this one. Not helping the cause right now. Quarterback's in the shotgun. He's throwing.
He's passed. Oh, almost intercepted.
This is Josh Joel about picked that one off.
Got his hands on it.
So it'll be 3rd and long. Well, I believe they're going to throw the ball. Okay, it's 3rd and 17. They're passing team. Unless they run a draw again. They did that earlier in the game, and it didn't work out. Throw the ball here. If you get an incompletion or you stop this, get a sack or something, it's going to be 4th and long. They're going to punt. Any coach in his right mind, you don't go out here and ask your kids to complete it on 4th down from the 20 or inside the 20 in a 3-touchdown game. You still got to play like you're in this one, so we need to stop here. They did the draw.
Yep.
Ain't nothing happening there. Lost yardage. That's a bad play call, and I disagree completely. I'm for the Redhounds. I'm glad it happened. Good play, good stop by the defense. They read it perfectly, but
that's a bad looking play.
In this, I know this isn't their starting quarterback, but he's got a touchdown on the night.
That one right there looks like it's just set up for failure from the start.
Well, you know what it looked like to me was a counter, lined up in shotgun because he sort of came over to get the ball from the quarterback, and then he went to the outside.
Good punt.
Yeah, their punter's got a leg.
Drives them back, and they reverse it. That's Hunter Grubb, 50.
Hunter
40,
Grubb has got a wide open lane to the end zone.
And
he will dive in.
Touchdown, Redhounds. Wow, he took that one from,
about the 40.
Yeah.
We'll call it a 60-yard.
At the 11:01 mark now, the Redhounds up 34-6.
They're laying it on now. 40-20, Harlan County with 6 minutes left over Bell County. So Bell County's going to fall to 8-2 on the year. Still one of the top 5 teams in the state in this 3A. In which I would imagine Louisville Central is probably still the favorite to win this thing. You look at them Louisville schools, even on a down year, if they've lost 4 or 5 games, no telling who they've played.
Right. That kick is through the uprights. Corey Taylor, 35-6. Redhounds at the 11:01 mark. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Taylor.
14 against Somerset after trailing 21-0.
Austin O'Neill is the kicker now. I guess he's kicking off again.
Well, I think we saw him kick one pretty good deep one.
There's a kick. Squibber.
I like that bounce. I love that bounce. That's going to be Corbin ball.
Did Redhounds
That's Corbin ball.
Yeah.
Number 10, Kai Jackson comes up with it.
Wow. And Harlan just, I don't know. I don't understand why any football team wouldn't be trying to get their hands on that football knowing that that's live ball.
The first 2 lines right there just sort of watched it go, and the way it was bouncing, you could tell it was slowly building to that big one, but you never see it die like that. That last time it hit, it went straight up in the air. And, there was nobody around it.
As it's bouncing through there, don't you want your deep men to be coming forward?
Yep.
To try it? I mean, Redhounds now with the ball sitting at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. And in good position to put another one maybe on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it is just, it's almost been self-destruction by the Dragon. The punt return for the touchdown, and now this mishap. That's the second time tonight that the Redhounds have recovered a kickoff that wasn't an onside kick.
Yeah. Is there a timeout taken?
There must have been somewhere.
Right? I just didn't see them signal it. But we've got 10:58 left here. It is senior night. It is Hall of Fame induction night. And final game of the regular season. Redhounds, at this point, I have to say, it looks like the Redhounds are going to be able to finish this season at the 5-5 mark.
Yep.
And I still would never have dreamed that this team would be sitting here fighting to finish at 500 on the last Friday of October, but they are.
And they're going to do it.
And they are going to do it. And so that's, that's a big thing. You don't have the losing season.
Officials still have not blown the whistle for the play clock. 10:58 remaining in this one. Redhounds all over the Green Dragons, 35-6.
I was looking to see, he's got Corey Taylor in there, JV squad in there, some of them. That's Tanner Powers. And he drives down across the 25.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll get really used to seeing Powers tote the rock for the Hounds. He is a strong kid. Who's in the backfield with him? Who's number 3?
We've lost our rosters, and
I believe that's 18 Reedy.
Yeah, I believe you're right on that one. Be third down now coming up for the Redhounds. Number 15 there on the left end there. I believe that's Austin Powers.
Yep.
That. So that'll back it up.
We'll do 3rd and 9. As the Redhounds, I'm sure we'll just see some running plays here and try to get out of this one and keep the score separated. That is one dead crowd across the way. They've already filed out on us and
handoff. I think that's Reedy.
That is Reedy.
Down to the 20, close to the 20.
Very close first down yardage. I'm just looking across the way. In the fence.
It's empty now. Yeah, nobody on the fence. How unusual is that?
That is so weird, because, that fence is usually covered, especially down there on the end of the cheerleaders and the concession stand. And the whole end zone's usually walled and with just regulars, and it's
nobody.
It's empty.
Nobody much here.
But there was more here earlier. I don't know where they went. It's just
4th and 2. I think he's got it.
He should have it. Yep. We'll stop the clock, and it'll be a first down Redhounds. So 8:52 left on the clock. Get to watch some of the Redhounds of the future here. Close this thing out for final home win of the year for the Redhounds.
Snap, and Tanner Powers.
Off a tackle into the end zone. Touchdown, Redhounds.
Tanner Powers just went in beast mode.
Yeah.
Trucking into the end zone.
41-6, Redhounds. Well, this should give, if you can gain any momentum from this, then they should have some momentum going in next week.
Yeah, I think they've gained momentum tonight.
Offensively.
I think this Harlan team is better than
than what their scoreboard would indicate.
42-6 shellacking.
Corey Taylor puts it through the uprights. 8:32 mark. It's 42-6. Redhounds. And we'll just keep it right here. We'll just cruise through this 4th quarter.
So the Redhounds have added 28 in this second half. Thus far, leading 14-0 at the half. Opened the 3rd quarter with the big 75-yard touchdown run by Matt Jewell, and we got the JV guys, young guys out there on the field now, and just going to try to stay healthy through this last 8.5 minutes. And
well, that's the thing, you've got enough of a hard row to hoe. You don't want to make it harder putting somebody out there in this last 8 minutes and getting injury.
And that's looking at Harlan County, that their quarterback. I hope he's fine. I hope everything's all right, and he gets to come back and play for them next week because they'll be in the playoffs as well. I believe Harlan's single A, correct?
I think so, yes.
I saw Williamsburg was playing Oil Springs or Olive Springs, another Tennessee team.
They've played a bunch of those, haven't they?
Yeah.
Squibber, and this one's fielded.
He started.
Whoa!
That's Kai Jackson.
Kai Jackson, number 10 on the takedown. Wow, he hammered him.
Yeah, he picked up the ball and he immediately started running backwards.
He didn't take a few steps, and Mr. Jackson greeted him.
Yep.
So,
and we'll say the
good
JV
coverage
defense.
there. Good coverage there. And it's 42-6 now. Redhounds, and Harlan will go to work. See what they can do.
Let's see. You got Corey Taylor at safety. That's John Benjamin Chadwell over here, 13. Across the way is...
There's a handoff, and he barrels through there for a few. Well, good. You have a good pickup. Let me correct that. I mean, he's close to first down yardage on that run.
Chadwell with the stop. Be second and short. 14, Cody McCarg on the far side.
Another one of the McCarg boys.
Yeah, and it stops about right there for me, knowing these boys, just by knowing who Cody and Timmy's grown up with. These numbers, maybe if I saw some faces, I could have some more for you.
Of course, you got Corey Taylor back there at safety. And
you got a lane.
And you mentioned JB out there, John Ben Chadwell.
It's Brian Nance, number 28.
Chadwell, John Ben has had a rough season. He's not played much because he has battled a hamstring injury from back in preseason, and it kept him out a long way into the season. And they've been real slow with him, bringing him back. Handoff. And he's still on his feet.
He may go.
Yeah, he just ran over.
Nance drags him to the ground. So that'll be first down, Harlan.
That was hard running.
It was hard running. And we're watching...
which it's still their varsity.
We're watching varsity against RJV. And once again, I don't think this is a 42-6 Harlan team. I don't either. I don't think they're that bad. The Redhounds have just outperformed them tonight and showed up with a better game plan. Both of these teams will be 5-5 after tonight.
There's a snap, a pitch. Corey Taylor comes across and takes him down.
Clock rolls. 6:30 remaining in the game.
Where's he at? The 10-yard line?
Looks like the 8.
Oh, he got inside the 10, So he's got what, 2nd and 2 or 3 for the Green Dragons? Snap.
Quarterback falls, the halfback. Not much there. Going to be close to the first down, though. But it will be third.
Third down. All right, 3rd and 1. Ball on the 8. Snap. Yeah, he's going to have it. He drives down near the 5. Well, Josh, we're not going to hang around when this thing's done. As we said, this could very well be our last broadcast that me and you will do live. There's some talk that, we may do some games that we'll do tape-overs or voiceovers, whatever you call it there, off of some film. Because we're not paid as far as expenses and so forth, and we work jobs. Big tackle right there, big stop for the Redhounds.
Yeah, a lot of yards lost on that one. We're probably not going to make that trip to LaRue County.
We're not going to LaRue County. As I said, now, if they start pulling miracles out of their hat, I believe me and you'd be the first ones to do what we could to get down and see them.
So we'll see what happens. We're not writing the Redhounds off by no means.
No, if it's, between working jobs where you're not home at a normal hour every day and having to work on Saturdays.
Yep.
So we're long trips out west, and I made many of them when I was in school.
We'll see what happens next week. But in case this is our last one, even though we've had a tough season, as always, it's been a lot of fun. Snap. He's working out a shotgun. He's rolling. He's looking.
Big pressure.
And
he's down.
Be taken down. Well, that's good coverage.
And there's a late flag. That's pitiful. They're going to call a late hit. That was
on who?
It wasn't Rudy. It was the other Redhound that came in. I don't know who it was on. They're calling helmet to helmet.
Who'd they call on?
I don't know.
It wasn't 1-4, was it?
I don't think so. It may have been. I don't know. I disagree with the penalty to begin with. It's football. You have helmets for a reason.
Yep.
And that was not a vicious hit. He wasn't launching himself. I couldn't see a number.
Well, it didn't get my attention.
Cody, I tell you, it was Cody.
I know it didn't get my attention.
I did see the player come in on top of the quarterback as he hit the ground, but this defense is holding tight though, and
Cody had good coverage there on that play. The quarterback was rolling. He's rolling that way, and he kept the ball for a reason because there was good coverage over there. So now they're second down and goal. Second and goal, 3:03 mark. Snap. He's looking to throw.
Big pressure. Takes a big hit. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Green Dragons at the 250 mark, so it's 42-12, Redhounds. As a player, you've been out there.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting beat. You're beat. You score. Do you really like mom and dad up there screaming and hollering like that when you're getting beat 42-12?
No, it's
like, I'd clap, but I'm not going to be hooping it up.
Yeah,
that's a little embarrassing, ain't it?
It is. I've been in this situation.
So 43-12, the score. And the Redhounds will be receiving now. Just about have this one in the books. Redhounds will have finished the season without losing record. They'll have a even record, 500 record, 5-5. And that has to feel good for the Redhounds.
LaRue County High School is in Hodgenville, Kentucky.
Oh, wow.
And I was thinking...
That's the land of Lincoln, isn't it?
Yep. And I was thinking that's the same county that Elizabethtown's in.
Okay, so
that is quite a haul.
That's
about
a 3-hour trip.
I remember one year, my sophomore year.
Redhounds will be leaving out of here before school's out.
I was going to tell you what happened. We played at Elizabethtown, and I think it was a region championship. It was second or third round of playoffs, so we lost that year. But we left early, and we actually stopped in Russell County and watched a movie. Went to the movie theater and just sort of got away from school. Yeah, and just to get out and just sort of settle the nerves and everything. That was a big game, and we lost that game, and that was two really good football teams that year.
Yeah.
But we did. I think we left school like noon, for a 7 o'clock game. And if you get to go to the state championship ever as a member of a football team, we skipped a whole day of school.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I felt like that Corbin made a big mistake in not going up there and spending the night. That's what some schools do.
Yeah, that's a long trip. You know, I
really feel like they made a big mistake not going up and spending the night.
We left about 7 o'clock in the morning. We had charter buses. We went up.
Yeah, I'm going to guarantee you, I don't think anybody could ever convince me that had they wanted to do that, that
they couldn't have found the money.
The money wouldn't have been there for that football team to go and spend the night in a nice motel. And like you said, they could have left that morning. Correct me if I'm wrong, didn't they have a breakfast? Didn't you guys have a breakfast that morning?
We ate at the Dixie.
And then
we went, and that was the original Dixie before it turned into Italian. Yeah. We ate over there, had a breakfast. They had us a big buffet breakfast, fed us. We got on the bus, police escort, went up to, got just outside of Louisville. We stopped and ate us a lunch at Orion's, and we practiced in the parking lot.
At Ryan's?
Yeah, we did a walkthrough in the parking lot at Ryan's.
Watch out.
Is that Reedy?
Think so.
Big, strong run.
Yeah.
And, you know, we rolled in. We had the night game. We rolled in time to see, I believe Mayfield and Beechwood was playing for the single A state championship. And that was when there was only 4 classes. There was 2 days of football, and there was only 4 classes. So you had the afternoon game and the evening game. And we got into Cardinal Stadium. And it was an ice box.
It was. I remember very well.
I remember sitting down to watch some of that Mayfield game, and there was snow all in the stands.
Watch out.
Who is that number 3?
Joe Ledford.
Yeah.
Well,
but yeah.
See, I remember that very well because
it was miserable.
Where we sat, there was ice and snow piled up in some of the seats.
And I remember it was piled up all the way to the top of walls around the stadium. It was the old Cardinal Stadium.
Yeah, I believe the sun was shining, and it was so cold. Oh man, and I feel like they made a big mistake. You know, not going up there the night before. They could have done the same thing. You could have went up there and shoot. They could have probably.
That is Reedy, and man, he is running the ball hard here to close this game out.
Probably could have got in University of Louisville someplace.
Actually, that week, Wednesday or Thursday, we had went up there and practiced at the Nutter Fieldhouse at UK. That's where we borrowed our cleats from. Because we had to have turf cleats because it was actually old school AstroTurf, which is essentially green carpet laid on concrete.
Yeah.
Terrible, terrible surface to play on. And we practiced up there one day and got used to the turf feel. And it was a fun week. You know, that's something I'll never forget.
Oh, yeah.
I was only a freshman on that team, but that was a great football team. And the last one to make it that far here out of Corbin, 2002 state runner-up.
Yep.
We was talking earlier, talking about the Hall of Fame. You know, that's a team that'll be up for, going in the Hall of Fame, and I'm sure we'll see them in there one day. A lot of good players.
Yeah, well, like you said, it's a great football team, and everything except for that last game, and they ran into a buzzsaw in Breathitt County.
Breathitt County had a better team that year, but the Redhounds win tonight over the Harlan Green Dragons, 42-13. They'll close out the season 5-5, finish 2-2 in the district. Will be the 3 seed in the playoffs and travel next week to play the LaRue County Hawks, I believe.
Over in Hodgenville.
That's on the road over in Hodgenville. So if you make the trip, leave early and
go Redhounds, right?
Yeah, go out and support the Hounds. Yeah.
So if we don't do another live one, we may do some voiceovers, but nonetheless, Josh, it's been a lot of fun. Yep. And hopefully we'll be back next year doing the same thing.
Yep, we thank our camera crew. We had Taylor tonight, and throughout the year we had Hannah and Kennedy, and it's been fun as always. Hopefully we can continue on. I'm Josh. Go Hounds.
Yeah, Randy McCard, Josh McCard, and this has been Redhound Football for Redhound Productions.